The news on your hometown station, WDBJ7, starts right now.
Smoke flies, a building burns. Tonight, what we know about the flames and the firefighter injured at this industrial building.
Plus, buyer beware. Water-damaged cars could soon flood the market after intense rain. How you can spot a lemon before committing to the Keys.
We're locked in with those clouds for now. Even some drizzle overnight. I'll show you when we could expect some improvements.
Good evening. I'm Kate Capodanno.
And I'm Mitch Carr. Thank you all for joining us. This afternoon, an industrial fire sent one firefighter to the hospital with burn wounds. A little after noon, Botetourt County Fire EMS received a call of an industrial building catching fire. This building was off of Lee Highway in Hollins, and several departments, for example, Roanoke County Fire and Rescue and Botetourt Emergency Services, provided support during the incident. The building was full of recycling items, which Botetourt Fire Chief Jason Ferguson said gave the department some trouble.
Including of the building being that recyclable plastic material, once it got going, it's very difficult to get that put out like you would a wood product. So that's been part of the challenge, but we're thankfully getting things under control.
That injured firefighter was taken to Carillion Roanoke Memorial Hospital, where he was treated for minor burn wounds.
More first responders than ever before are using drones to help respond to emergencies. This is one of the 6 drones used by the Charlottesville Fire Department to have eyes where their firefighters are not. The fire marshal says this kind of technology was unimaginable 25 years ago, but now it's making their job safer.
And if we can utilize a piece of machinery for that versus putting a life at risk, that's definitely a benefit.
The drones can be used to give live coverage of an active incident to the on-scene commander.
Roanoke police moved quickly after a violent weekend, arresting suspects in all 3 shooting cases that happened over the weekend within just 48 hours, with the most recent arrest being today. The response came after incidents in separate parts of the city left communities in all parts of the city shaken. Investigators say the incidents were unrelated, but the timing pushed officers to act fast, and the results, they say, speak for themselves.
We are well above the national average in clearing our incidents, and that fact, in my view, is a testament to the cooperation that we have from the community and the work that we've been doing in the community over the last few years, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to close nearly as many cases.
Police say added personnel and support teams helped secure key evidence, but they credit long-term relationship building with residents as the real driving force behind solving these cases quickly and keeping violent crime down.
2 people are dead after getting swept away in floodwater in North Carolina. Authorities in Nash County say a man and a woman died after their car was overcome by that fast-moving water. Both managed to escape the car itself, but by the time rescue crews arrived, they had been swept away in the water after falling in.
And when I turned around to look, I saw her partially submerged, a distance of about 25 feet away from me. I thought that I could make a difference, so I ran and dove in, tried to grab her. The water was moving extremely fast. It was deep, it was over my head, and I never got to her. Once she went under, I never saw her again.
Terrifying experience, and officials say this is a reminder to other drivers: never drive through flooded roads.
Rain from that same system is impacting our hometowns, and that brings us to your first alert hometown forecast with our chief meteorologist, Brent Watts.
And Brent, we saw more rain than expected today, and you're saying smoke could have explained why.
Right. So we were expecting the rain, just a little bit more fell in areas that we didn't quite think would get it. So we knew that was going to be along that Interstate 85 corridor, but we saw a little bit more rain even toward the Roanoke Valley today. And while smoke cannot in itself make rain happen, sometimes it can actually cause what can cause some intensification of rainfall. Let me show you why that is. There's this surface smoke that we had that moved right down in to the Roanoke Valley today. So it was there. We couldn't really see it because of all the clouds. But what ends up happening is those smoke particles act like what's called a condensation nuclei. So it's a fancy word for basically glue for the water particles to stick to, and that has to have something to hold on to create a cloud. And this happens billions of times over until it forms a cloud, and eventually you can get some rain out of that. So while, again, smoke cannot in itself cause rain to form, it could sometimes enhance that rainfall when you have it overhead. And we did see some of that rain move in places that some of the models didn't quite pick up on when we talked to you at this time yesterday. So good news is most of that shaping up and moving on out. It's headed towards down over the Carolinas. Still a little lingering rain out across the south side. We'll come back and talk more about what should be some sunshine on the way. Could come in time for the weekend.
Thank you, Brent. In Pittsylvania County, renovations are taking place at several schools ahead of the new school year.
At Union Hall Elementary, a new central heating and cooling system is being installed to replace the window units. The same is being done at Southside Elementary.
At Kentuck Elementary, additional classrooms are being added to replace mobile classrooms and improve safety.
You're watching 7 at 4 on your hometown station, WDBJ 7.
Well, many people are getting ready for back to school and the fall season, but summer's not over yet. Roanoke County Parks and Rec and Tourism has a few events that you'll want to check out before the summer ends. Alex North is back here with us today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't feel like summer's going to be over anytime soon. We've had really hot weather. We had a little break from it, but we still have plenty of nice weather to enjoy activities.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So we got a few things coming up in August, and we're already planning for September and all the way through Christmas. So it never ends with Parks and Rec, and we're looking forward to closing out a strong summer here in August.
Yeah.
Got another special guest, another cat.
I do. His name is Mincemeat.
Mincemeat. Mincemeat.
And he's a pretty chill cat.
He is.
The whole litter is named after like British baking goods.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's where the name comes from. But he's actually really chill. We have his siblings available for adoption too.
4?
4 available right now.
Yep.
It's a litter of 6. One's still out in foster, 9 weeks old. Very sweet, playful kittens. We'd love to see them get into a home pretty fast.
Yeah,
He's so
super chill. I mean,
yes.
he's just laying there.
And he has met like multiple of your staff. Like so many people were holding him before we came back here, and he's loved them all.
It's not like a normal-ish kitten that's...
He can get playful and spunky too, but he really enjoys, it seems like he really enjoys being held and cuddled and like snuggled.
Good. All right, let's get him adopted. You got other cats and dogs too.
Oh yeah,
and
lots of them.
Today
Need
is,
fosters too. Today is National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day.
There we go.
So it's a great day to bring home a shelter pet.
That's right.
We'd love to have
him a call.
Julie, we were talking about, as the seasons start to change, we get a little bit less daylight at the end of the day. A lot of us may be at work, and you can't spend as much time after work before it gets dark with your pets. What are some things that you can do, or at least plan ahead to do, so that they stay energized and they still need that exercise no matter what the season?
Absolutely. They still need that physical exercise and that mental exercise as well. And what we have found is that mental stimulation really wears them out just as much as physical stimulation. So doing things inside, like scavenger hunts with your pets, so hiding their treats and their food around, letting them find them. With cats, you can actually do it up on shelving to promote them kind of going up and down, getting some more exercise that way. You can also use wand toys to kind of get your cat to go up and down shelving and, kind of around the room. Those are great things. Also,
a lot of times people, my case, I'm sure Kate's, Jean, Robin, anybody will tell you, well, I came here for 2 years and I was out the door. Right. But you said this was it for you.
Yeah, this was when I was in high school. I grew up in Botetourt, went to James River High School. Started doing some video production things while I was there, making videos. We did a nightly news because we were the James River Knights. And so right away I knew that I wanted to do something in television. And I had the chance to come and visit behind the scenes one time at WDBJ when I was off Colonial Avenue. And I got to see them do a game show called Classroom Quiz. Yes. And I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. I was like, I've got to do this. And so I applied. The first time I applied at WDBJ, I got turned down. I was like, oh, man. And I applied again, and Mark Lehman hired me for a production. I was like, all right, game on. And then from then on, just every couple of years, tried to do something a little different until I started doing weather. And then, from then on, I was straight up meteorologist with Robin Reed and Leo and all the rest of the team.
Yeah, and I think one of the best things about you, Brent, too, is, again, when you started, you were so young, and when you first got on air, you had this confidence to you that I don't think, you were talented from the start. Exactly.
I don't know. I think
so. From watching the archive footage, you just have this ability to connect with people, and I think that's translated over the years.
Well, you've got it.
I feel like, in this position, the way that you'll succeed is you can be genuine, you've got to be honest and you've got to be transparent, and especially when it comes to severe weather you've seen there, just being honest with people, let them know what they can expect, and let them know if you're not sure what's going to happen. And I think over the years that's been helpful for me to try to communicate the weather.
Degrees and it takes me to my knees. Sun's beating down and I can't get on my feet. I'll be home late, my dear, 'cause I need to earn my keep. I'll be working every day, I won't get no sleep. Maybe someday I'll retire. Baby, one day I'll get old. There'll still be bills to pay. Honey, I'll find a way. I'll be working every day till I'm in my grave.
TV light and picture frames, and every night and day's the same old song, dragging on. The second that you walk away, the minutes start to feel like days have passed, and I won't last. Trying to wrap my head around this time I'm wasting. Only you can make it worth a while. It's not enough to live just for the feeling, or anything these hands of mine can do. And it's not love if it's not worth believing, that it's not life if I'm not living it with you. Things that I could do, and there's not one that holds a candle to a day with you. Movie dates and late night wine, and mine is yours and yours is mine, my friend, until the end. It's not enough to live just for the feeling, or anything these hands of mine can do.
You're watching WDBJ7's Friday Football Extra, sponsored by Mountain Gateway Community College, Ortho, Virginia, New River Electrical, Franklin County Home Team, Abbott Bus Lines, Anchor Truck Accessories, Roanoke Valley Community Credit Union. Here is Friday Football Extra.
You know, I like to start things off by letting you know where we are in the high school football season. But this week, I can't quite remember, is it week 6, 7? Am I cool now, high schoolers? It's week 7. This is Friday Football Extra. I am a slightly embarrassed Brittany Morgan. Get the camera off me. Go ahead. Let's start football. Let's kick it off with a trip to Martinsville as Floyd County is off to a 5-0 start for the first time since 2008. The Bulldogs were locked in for homecoming against the undefeated Floyd County team. It was a defensive battle to start as the Bulldogs pinned their ears back, chasing down the quarterback for a big sack on 3rd down. Buffalo defense said, if you can do that, I can do it better. J.P. Dunford coming in for the tackle and said, give me that, ripping the ball from the receiver's hands and setting his team up downfield. Floyd's drive would stall out, though, and the Bulldogs need a big play on third down. Watch the pass here to Jaden Stockton, deep downfield for the huge gain, moving the chains. But Floyd County sticks to its winning ways and improves to 6-0, topping Martinsville 25-14.